going live on the script. Yeah, I like. Oh, yeah, we here. Should be. We love it. We love it. We love it. A little shaky, but we love it.
So I'm gonna start everything now.
Don't sneeze, so it's gonna fall. Fall. Yeah, we here. I hear. But that camera look kind of nice on it. Uh-oh.
All right. So I'm gonna
Good dragons. I love dragons. What's that show they're watching now? It's not the dragon show or something else. Right? Oh, the Game of Thrones show. It's the dragon thing now, right?
Abilities to find out what's the last Thursday in August.
Yes. Oh, you going live on the live? So yes, definitely. Be watching the live. Thank you everybody for watching. We out here at S.STREET Media, the Hangout. That's what we doing. Yep.
Khaliah,
As we get it set up, we're gonna get things situated. Got everything going. And get up on today's topics. You know, don't know what's gonna happen. Got special guest with us. She famous. I know her. She famous. I say that to all my famous friends. So, oh, I know him. He's famous. I know him. He's famous. Then they say, "Oh, I want an autograph." I said, "Mine."
Now they want me back on live, so they.
Oh. But some people forgot they even had a favorite, right? They're like, "Oh shoot, you're the only person we follow." All our other friends, they went on that one with the letter X, right? You don't exit?
I'm on 3 and please. Okay.
The stalkers right there. And nobody hit a light. Yeah, all them plays with no light. That's the ghost followers. Definitely ghost followers.
The music is playing now.
This one, and like you say, their abilities to find out what's the last Thursday.
You live on it right now? Yes. You get to see everything before it go down. Right here on the live. And while we doing it. Yeah. It's like one of those crazy now. Shout out to SoTT. Yes. You are with us here at the Hangout with S.STREET Media. Definitely. How are you doing? Back again. Yeah. You know, we just sit here hanging out, have people come in and chill with us. Me and my co-hosts, we sit here and chill. And tonight, we got somebody else that's want to chill with us. What's going on, bro? How's everything going? You situated?
Please, talk to my
Yeah. You situated?
We are situated.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You getting a shot? Everybody in the shot? Oh, shout out.
Your stylist sucks.
Shout out. Shout out to your stylist.
We got no time.
Yeah, we got to
talk to this microphone real quick. Say something. Got it.
We in there. We in there like swimwear in the summertime.
I really like this.
All right. Yeah. We good this time?
Yep. So,
all right.
Peace. Yo, matter of fact, Let me put this out.
Not spitting on the floor.
We like.
This
We
is
good.
the
This is
hangout.
the hangout. We chilling.
Yeah,
Wow.
we in the street, in front of the bodega. We in front of the liquor store. We in front of the new we call those dispensaries, ox shops.
Yeah, you can't call it dispensary no more.
Yeah, ox shops.
Ox shops now. We gotta call them ox shops.
They don't got the awnings no more either.
They just got
this girl is bugging out. You see,
yeah.
We can't even get through our beginning yet because yes, a superstar's in the building. But check this out. My name is Mathematics.
And I am Rod, aka Get Fed.
And we are the Hangout. Shout out to our third partner, Woody Wood, who isn't here.
Yes.
We always got to give our shout out to the guard.
Yes.
You know, he always will be remembered as, you know, the other co-host of the Hangout. How you feeling, guard?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. You know, working hard. You know, ever since 4th of July, I had a hectic schedule. You know, it seemed like everybody's still on vacation. I'm still working.
And we practice for this response. You know what I mean? I thought he was going to have a little bit more to say.
But
Khaliah, wait, I can't even say her name yet. Can't say her name yet.
You can't put it into
but I could say that someone else was there to hear. I asked for preparation. But we got to introduce you. You got to do the drum roll and everything.
Follow me on Instagram.
Why don't you killing my?
Yo,
but yeah, definitely. You know, all the jobs I've been working, everything else. The 4th of July was interesting for me because I almost got blown up.
Oh my God!
You fucking with the fireworks, I'm going to assume.
Yeah, I was fucking with it wasn't me per se fucking with the fireworks. It was
your alter ego.
No, the other people on the side. I was trying to smoke. But yeah, they lit fireworks.
Oh, you wasn't the one lighting it. You was a casualty of war.
So you know,
wow.
Me, I'm just sitting there enjoying the festivities, but something just was weird to me when he lit it, and it went up into the air, but it wasn't igniting the way it was supposed to. I said, yo, that looked funny. By the third one, it just started blowing up in our faces and everything. I was probably not even 10 feet away, but it was blowing up.
So
I was on fire.
Did anybody get hit?
I got hit. Yeah. I got
shit!
Hit. I had a burn on my arm. I felt
really?
Like my face was like from the flashes. You could feel like the heat from that. And
I can't even laugh.
Yeah, that's not funny.
That was a crazy time.
I'm so glad that you were with us.
But yeah, after that, I was like, all right, 4th of July over. You know.
I would say that too. You know, I would say that too.
It just took the whole mode out of it, you know. And then I was trying to buy some fireworks too. I had like $100.
After they blew up in your face?
After too.
Oh, man.
To have my own thing, but after that, I was like, nah, it's all good.
He's from Coney Island.
Oh, well, he's used
and Coney Island is like the fire. They do fireworks like over there.
Yeah, we do fireworks like we do barbecues as soon as it's a hot day.
The Russians is over there.
Isn't there only like 2 streets in Coney Island?
Oh man, that's feel like an insult.
No, not at all.
There's 3 avenues.
He was one off.
But yeah, definitely. That was one of the craziest times I had since.
That was crazy, man. Thank you. You said you had something to say. That was definitely real.
I'm so glad. I'm
glad you're still here. But shout out to all of our S.STREET Media family, man. Make sure you subscribe to our S.STREET Media channel. Like, share, comment, do all that type of stuff, man. Let us know what you like about the show. Tap in with us. We are also on Instagram at S_street_media. Make sure you tap in with us there. I've been kind of light on the page for the past couple of weeks, handling a lot of different things. You know, we are S.STREET Media is more than a media company. We are curators of art. We throw events. We got a lot of different things going on. So I have been lackluster. I'm using my good words today.
That boy, Mom.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been lackluster on the page, but make sure you tap in with us. There's a lot of things going on there. You guarantee is going to see some creative shit going on, entrepreneurship going on. You're going to see what's going on in New York right now. You're going to see what's going on in New York right now from the ground level, from the underground level, and see who's going to become who. Also, Khaliah Clark is in the building.
Yes.
She is an award stylist. She is an award-winning stylist.
Yes.
Lifetime achievement award winner, meaning that the president gave her an award. You dig? She is doing a whole lot of things, but since she's new to the show, we gotta let her know this is a no pause go zone, right? Let me say it correctly. A no pause go zone, meaning that you can say crazy shit because you're a woman, but there's certain things that we don't like to say, like we call this audio devices.
Yes.
So
and
no, Mike.
Yeah. There you go. So you could say that.
Well, I love my mic. Shout out to Jill Scott.
Oh Lord.
And I've always been very acclimated with my mic. I've been doing radio and podcasting for 12 years. Took 1 year off, so we're going to just stay back and might as well. Where does it count as 13?
It counts as 13.
So I'm 13. We on that Jason number. So big shout out to Moa. I almost had Moa Khaliah Clark.
13.
The big 13. Follow me on Instagram, Khaliah Clark. Every time I say that, right? Whoever gets and correctly answers the times I said that wins something, because you know I'm the product placement queen, so I always come with gifts. Thank you for having me on the Hangout.
Yeah. For the people that might not know who Khaliah Clark is, man, she has a show that she's been doing for a long time called Who's Styling Who?
Who's Styling Who?
She has styled a lot of important people, man. Method Man, Redman, and you name some of the people.
You named two of the ones that I just love. Ain't a better duo than that. Big shout out to both of them. Thank you for the opportunities. I worked with Carmen Electra. Wow. I've done product placement with Rihanna. I've done product placement with Chris Brown. I've worked with Neo. That's when I got to assist June Ambrose. Just to name a few. Since we're in a world where only people care about the biggest celebrities that you worked with, those are them. Follow me on Instagram, Khaliah Clark. Who's Styling Who? Tonight's gonna be a Mamate, and that's bigger than a moment.
Yo, give me two people who, forget the big names, two brands you like to work with that are not big names.
It's hard for me to say a brand's not a big name because I salute all brands that come out and take the courage to, make clothes. You being one of the brands. Mm-hmm. I don't have favorites. I think right now we're in an era of 90s. We're in an era of anything kind of goes. Style is pretty much what it is, whatever you feel like wearing. So
you got the Rugrats on.
Yeah, and the Rugrats isn't really my era. This is more saluting to my daughter because I used to watch the Rugrats with her. I really thought it was a cute set. I got this and the Bratz one. So a good sports bra and matching underwear is a thing. So I'm happy that I can wear. I was always wearing this, but I used to wear Tommy Hilfiger.
Yeah, you bringing that Aaliyah. I'm feeling that Aaliyah vibe right now.
Aaliyah, I love Aaliyah. So if I had
not Aaliyah, Khaliah.
Anything I do always it's for a purpose. That's why I'm a Kansas City Chief fan for KC, right? It goes, even though people get on me, they're like, oh, you used to be a Giants fan. I'm still a Giants fan, diehard, because I'm from New York. But when, you have an alternate team, that's Kansas City. But now people do not associate me with the Giants and only associate me with the two-time winning Super Bowl champion. Yes, and it was amazing.
Yo, who's the quarterback? The short dude is the quarterback, Mahoney, right? If I'm not mistaken. Who's the quarterback?
Yeah, the guy for the
Mahoney.
It's Mahomes.
Mahomes. Yeah. Oh, okay. Look at you.
I'm just saying.
You've been connected with Starter and stuff like that. So I would assume that you would know the name. You could tell I don't know too much about sports.
But it says we're into sports. Is WWE considered a sport, right?
Yes.
Well, shout out to Bianca. What's her last name?
Belair.
I love Bianca Belair. We're not giving the women in the WWE their flowers. There's two girls that are really doing their thing. Jade
Cargill.
I love her. She is fit. One thing about the WWE that I always must say, whoever does their wardrobe costuming always be on point.
They be on point.
For the years of the WWE, everybody, like, that's a thing. So
they all got their own. They all got their own styles.
But I wonder if, I wonder. No, I don't think it's the styles. I think it's the seamstress, because I think they have like a whole costume department. So shout out to everybody who works in the costume department for the WWE. But shout out to Bianca, the WWE wrestlers, all the black wrestlers, because they're really winning some titles. They're like the world champions, tag team champions. So big shout out to them.
Yeah, Mark Henry is the one. If you know anything about wrestling, there was a wrestler, a black wrestler named Mark Henry. He was supposed to be like the strongest man in the world and shit like that. And he's the one that kind of courted these two women into the industry. So big shout out to Mark Henry, man.
Shout out to Mark Henry.
Yeah, I'll be watching wrestling, man.
I'm not a wrestler. I had access to two belts. Big shout out, rest in peace to Brian. He was a WWE fanatic. He went to all the shows. He had the real belts. But I lost, like, you know how you be into wrestling. I feel like wrestling was big at a really big time, and then I just stopped. And remember, we had the WWE downtown, the whole.
Downtown Manhattan.
Well, we had the whole thing.
Is that still there?
I don't think so.
I don't think so, man. I think they got caught up in the pandemic.
No,
everybody got caught up.
WWE was definitely gone before the pandemic.
But let me say this, man.
Any wrestling fans, tap in. Let us know about if the WWE is still in Times Square. That's one question. And how big is wrestling? Jim Jones was just in something with wrestling. So is wrestling back?
Like, Sexy
Red was in the WWE. How far? No, it's the Hard Rock Cafe now. I knew I wasn't bugging. So rest in peace to WWE.
Big Pit was in the head house, but that was the.
What was the cause for?
You said the
let me say something.
The Hard Rock Hotel.
Guys, get into your masculinity. You're supposed to be able to say words such as hard. You're supposed to be able to say.
Why are you doing this?
No, you want me to say that?
You can say it.
I am going to say it, but with the guys in the pause,
but you're going to stress it, man. You can't be like, yo, we can't say it.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. You know how that go, man. It's culture.
You guys have to stop.
Pause is part of the culture. It's not an age.
Well, I'd rather pause than no Diddy.
No, it's not no Diddy. It's what was the other dude that got caught up with? No Stevie J.
Where have I been? Under a rock?
I don't know. It's crazy. It's the culture, man.
No, the culture needs to change. And the reason why I say that is we don't follow trends, we create them. I was just on a radio show. Shout out to the Still 90s show that I did.
Shout out to them.
I was on the radio with Little Nat, Dr. Dre, and me and everything I said, Dr. Dre went against everything I said. So it was so dope to be with an icon that does radio from Yo MTV Raps and to get his ear, because guess what? He started the conversation saying, whatever the young lady who just spoke, I have to disagree with. By the end of the show, he was saying Khaliah. Okay. So that was.
So he was acknowledging you.
Yup. Right. So Mama Amida. So big shout out to Dr. Dre.
Shout out to Dr. Dre,
and
man.
The Still 90s show.
That's he's kind of one of the founders of bringing rap videos to TV and having rappers performing on daily television. Yo MTV Raps was huge back in the day.
No.
Huge. Shout out to him, man. You know, that's crazy. When I think of you and I think of entertainment, I kind of see you as kind of classy, ratchetish. Respectfully.
Now, how come that's not a pause? What is classy, ratchetish?
No, it is because you know.
I'm sorry, Mom, that they think I'm ratchet.
You're
I'm a whole deaconess in church, and I'm a ratchet.
We're gonna go into that. I was gonna say that.
No, if you gonna call
I have being religious. I didn't want to say that.
I'm gonna go into it all. I'm gonna be what Black China said. Like Black China, they're criticizing Black China because she dresses how she wants to. She said she could be a Christian and dress how she wants to. So I'm gonna stand behind her and say, but actually in front of her, I'm probably older her, and say, God knows my heart, and I won't say I'm ratchet. It's more classy, bougetto.
Okay, I like that. No, I'm my bad for using the wrong word.
Right,
you get it though.
Yeah, I don't take it to offense because it's called perception versus truth. People will perceive one thing of you, and then that's just their perception. And I do not take offense to it. Follow me on Instagram, Khaliah Clark, and you answer. You think
here's a better description. You're classy and you like to party.
All right. So how does that make me an R?
No, because usually when people party,
you know, back in the days they used to call you a hoe for that. Now you go from an H to an R.
Now think about the Christmas party at people's jobs, and they be really cool, you know. Like,
but I would never get kicked out of a Christmas party because there. One thing about me, and you have to say that, you know, there's a time to act up. And there's a time not to
handle business.
Right. So when it comes to business, I tell everyone, please do not we're not talking business in a club setting. Do not come up to me and start telling me you're a stylist and you follow me on Instagram because I've already had 3 margaritas and I don't want to
politics.
Yeah, because then I'm here to have a good time. But I do know that there's a time for networking where you're supposed to have 1 margarita or whatever that open bar drink.
How many margaritas did you have?
And you just network. No, because you know what it is? You're always, this is a perfect example. I never understood that in a sense because certain demographics, parties, you go to a certain, when you party, I don't want to be racist about this, but you know, I always just say think white is right? Because when you party with a certain class of people, they can party. They'll talk $1 million deals in a certain group setting. Black people make it and they forget about the other black people
all the time.
So white people allow you into their space because they want to feel like, okay, we know an eclectic of people. Black people, once they get into the white space, they don't know you anymore. And they forget all. That's why when you said ratchet, it's funny because if they were ratchet, some messing
Not me.
Not me, because they're sitting at the table. So I say we have to use our words very wisely when we perceive people, because that would be me. If I was to tell you what I really think about everybody, nobody would be my friend.
Nobody.
But I'm still gonna split until the day I cannot split. So if that makes me an R, so be it.
So speaking of Black China, Tokyo, the reason why I was going in,
we will be taking a short commercial break.
Can you go around that way? Yeah. So what you call it? The reason why I was setting up the question was, you know, these Zeus shows, man. There's a lot of shows coming out on Zeus. These shits is crazy. So I had to ask you, how do you feel about shows on Zeus?
I feel like, honestly, you know, it's no judging, because baddies, I just wish there were more baddies on the show, baddies, than the baddies as a word. It is no disrespect to any of the baddies, because I commend all of you guys getting to a place where you're able to do TV, but the whole fighting every
go around
second,
go around this go. Yeah,
every second, it's just not my thing. I've come to a place in my life where I just don't want to get any type of head trauma, or you know, I've had the broken faces already, so I don't really need to show that I could fight. But that's also, I'm a certain age, they're way younger than me. Big shout out to him though, because he's making millions off of
it be you know, the baddies be having badudes there too, bad dudes on them. Bad dudes. There's some bad dudes on there too, right? If I'm not mistaken. So it's crazy, man.
So what else?
A lot of Megatrons and Starscreamers.
Transformers is what you call them?
Oh man, I call them Decepticons.
Well, talking
more than meet the eye.
Decepticons. Wait, like,
respectfully.
Yeah,
Respectfully.
Because see, that's not a pause for me. That's a pause for them. And I as a person coming out of Pride Mental Health Month for you guys, I can understand. We're living in a world right now where beliefs and opinions are strongly enforced, and I feel like right now they are definitely pushing that agenda hard. And I'm happy that people are, accepting and a little bit more free. But you also have to give people respect for what their beliefs are. Like Cameron, what's that girl's name? Candace Owens was with the Lehman guy, and he was like, "Are you against sex? Why are you so offended that I'm married to a man?" She was like, "It's not right. It's just not right. The Bible says so." You can't. Everybody gonna have their own opinions, and you have to let everybody be. That's one. And if we look at the presidential debate, if you watch that right there, that can overshadow any LGBT marriage.
We spoke about that last week, right?
Oh, I wasn't here.
We spoke about
good things don't last
debacle.
forever.
Exactly. The debate debacle is what they call it.
I mean, what my concern is that the entrepreneur, because it's like now it doesn't matter. Like it's like 3 classes or 2. It's either you're rich or you're poor, because the middle class, middle class don't really exist anymore. That's what
that class is closed.
That's tightrope walking.
That class is closed.
And that's what I'm nervous about. And I'm just nervous how everybody hated Trump, and now he really got all the rappers out here going crazy for Trump. And that to me is like, I don't know if you guys are doing it because you're just not getting any traffic on your Instagram pages. You're just not getting any traffic on your Instagram pages. Your algorithm is a little slow. I know Instagram is shadow banning all of us. Everybody. Please just let me know, because there's no way Amber Rose is a Trump supporter after she went so in on him.
You don't think it's a bag behind it?
Of course it's a bag, but I also believe past the bag, so that means that means you're standing for it. You will do anything for a bag. That means your bag is not big enough to turn down, that you have to support Trump. And
some people actually believe in what Trump is pushing. There's a lot of Black people who agree with the politics that he's pushing. I know a woman who actually goes and campaign for him, and she's Black. She's fucking educated. She wrote books. She's really and a lot of stuff that she DMs me personally, never nothing like personal between us, but she be DMing me a lot of stuff about politics, and a lot of this shit is like I actually agree with, you know what I mean? But I'm not into voting for nobody, So
you're a non-voter?
No, I'm a non-voter. The reason why I don't vote is because they're gonna.
2 non-voters?
They're gonna do what they do regardless.
Without your 2 votes.
Yeah,
3
they're gonna do what they do regardless. And I think that it's a false hope or a false thought on what power is, that we're actually helping or not helping whatever's happening, what's going on. That deep, dark state, if that exists, it exists, man. And I don't care who you voting for. At the end, the people on the bottom is going to get stepped on. I was going to say some more crazy shit, but I've been reading like Daily Bread lately. So I'm still in the nation God's on earth, but when it comes to just the way of thought and how I move, and how you treat people, I definitely been doing a daily bread thing. And so,
what's your favorite daily bread scripture?
Oh man, this is I just started doing it, man. I mean, part itself. Pause. I just started reading it.
Every time he says a pause, DM me. I haven't.
But yeah, what they doing, what the people at the bottom is going to be affected the worst, regardless of who's in power. The president is a puppet. You know what I mean? But also, and I think about it this way: this dude Biden seems to be like losing his mind. He looks like he has early signs of dementia. And why I'm saying that? Because I've studied sociology in school. That was my major, and I had a 4.0 during my whole time in college. So when I could see dementia, my stepfather also died with dementia. So so I could see dementia from a mile away, and he could be in motion sometimes, and he's not in motion. And with my family dealing with that, my stepfather will be tuned in once in a blue moon, and you'll think he got it all, and then like 5 minutes later, he's on Pluto or he's on Neptune. You know what I mean? So with dementia, it's a serious disease, and I believe Biden has it. Here's a deeper one. For that debate, they could not have no earpieces or outside conversations for that debate. So I knew he was through, because they be giving that dude notes in his ear while he's talking. They be giving him little guidance. So without that, I already knew he was finito. But fuck politics. And we 5 minutes in, so we could curse now, like really curse. We have Khaliah Clark here, man.
Hey,
yo, she was doing podcasts with us since the beginning. Royalty. What was the royalty one?
My show was fashion royalty.
Fashion royalty. Who's styling who's fashion royalty. Dope show back then. We had the European Queen music in the beginning. She's a walking with the crown. It was very royal. Yeah, it was very royal, but also ahead of its time. It wasn't just a motherfucker sitting down doing nothing, barely having something to say. It was creative. It was out the box. Out the box. Back to the Future, Marty McFly shit, or Biff. So
make sure you put that up. We should do a flashback of
yeah, it was good, man. You had a great idea. Also for Who's Styling Who, you had the Laverne and Shirley beginning going on. Shamil,
doing it our way. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, so that was very advanced. Also, creative. You are a creative being. And I know people talk to you about who you styled and all that shit, but let me say this. Man.
I do that
too. In your perfect world, where do you see yourself?
First, I would like to give an honor to God, who's the head of my life. I feel right now I'm just in a good place. I've been reading the Daily Bread. And I'm not joking. It's funny. That's why I said it. I was like, oh, wow, that's a really good thing. I also read a book of Proverbs every day because that book really gets me grounded. Every day, if you really read a book of Proverbs, it kind of goes with everyday living. And I'm also on prayer calls 3 times a day. And before, if I would have said that, no one would believe me because of just how I act, how I am, how wild I am. But with the way of the world, you have to have some type of moment where you put your phone down, where you're not interacting with the world, where you're literally just grounding yourself, because it's a scary place out here. And I've been in the industry for over 20 years. I've seen the change from no social media to everything is social media. Yes. Now we're in the AI world. So I try to stay current with what's going on in the world. I try to not follow the trends, but create them. That's one of the reasons I had stopped doing my show. I stopped doing Who's Styling Who and took a break off because I felt like more people were watching me to copy my format than to actually do a show. There's a lot of people who do podcasting and they never give homage to the people that put them in their seats. See, one thing about me, I've been in the game for a very long time. I always give and this is a Snapple fact. You can Google this, you can go back to any show. I always sit and give mad shout outs to everybody that came before me, that helped me, that is a part of my journey. We need to start doing that, because if we do that, that's how you monopolize the game, because then you're giving people their flowers and everybody's winning. You get what I'm saying? So I didn't mean to get off a topic, but that's just where I'm at. I'm very centered right now in my life. I have a peace over me that it took a while to acquire, because I was always thinking, but not critical thinking. And emotional intelligence, like you stated a while back when I was here, that's really big. Like, you really have to know what you want in life, go after it. And in order to obtain it, you have to block out all the negativity, because if any great leader is going to go through the most. Yeah. So I think right now in the place that I am, I'm receiving all my flowers. I'm grateful for where I'm at, the lane I'm in. I'm constantly working, but creating my own thing. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And I hate the word little. So it's like anything I do, I just do. And whether it's 10 people, 2 people, but it's never 2 people. It's just a blessing that I get to work with different creative people all across the world. I'm always putting out a post. I'm trying to get people to work. And a lot of times I don't have a budget. So I'm very grateful for the creators that come out, that create with me, and we're monopolizing the game. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm in a very strong creative.
That's the perfect world for Khaliah.
Yeah, like that's a perfect world for me.
A Zen one.
Just to be Zen, because I've been so crazy, you know what I'm saying? My whole life, that people don't even understand me come. So I switched it up, that I still crazy, but not at the, I don't give such a big performance all the time, because for what? You know what I mean? Like,
that's kind of where I'm at now. So I'm not going front. I'm at that place now. I actually called up a mental health thing where Samaritan Village or something, where you could actually get like free therapy and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to do that myself right now. I think to build on the body, to build financially, to build spiritually, you got to build the mind. You got to work on the mind. The mind is the first level to any success in any form, whether it be financial, whether it be family wise. If you can't save the world, if you can't save yourself. Mm-hmm. So I'm right now very focused on Zen, not being at a place of anxiety where I be at a lot. My anxiety is on steroids. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's good that, you know what I love about this is that he's sharing that. I wish most men would share more about their levels of anxiety, how they're feeling. Like, a lot of men wear so much and they don't really talk about everything. I'm okay. And a lot of men are not okay. And then, if you're really in tune with people and like auras and just energy, you can really feel when people are not okay. And right now, the world is not okay. Like, there's a lot of people that are not okay. And you got to be careful who you sleep with, because when you lay down,
energy exchange,
it's like and be careful of the thrusters, because those type of people, and you can laugh and you look at me.
That was a pause moment, but
I
had to sit back.
So we both look.
I was a thruster, right?
Exactly. But since you're a woman, you're allowed to say it.
I just want to get over this pause stuff. I want to go back to when men can have conversations and don't feel so pausey. Like, stop being a pauser.
Now, know what it is, though? Know what it is? Again, it is culture. You know what I mean? It's culture.
Follow the culture on Instagram. Be you. One of the things I like about you is that you are the gods. And some of the gods chime in. What is the pause? I don't see a lot of guys like, yo, God, pause.
Now, but we didn't pause you. We just said that was a pause moment.
I want to unpause you guys. That's what I'm here to tell you. It's a safe space to unpause. Like, it's like, hold the mic like this.
Hey, hold it. Don't mess up the
Okay.
I got you, though.
Hold it.
Jill Scott.
Say something like this.
And it's an audio device.
Whatever.
She gonna fight
this is a pause goal.
A pause free. So, well, where's the teacher?
Pause goal zone.
A pause who?
A pause goal zone. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
But that's where I'm at. So to hear you speak about the perfect place, I think for me the perfect place definitely is Zen filled. It's not a financial thing either. It's more of for me, no. Long as everything is taken care of, that's where that's at. I don't know. That's not a number. You know what I mean?
Bills paid off.
Yeah. So wherever that I don't have to worry about those situations, that's my perfect place. It's not about having too much. It's having what I'm supposed to be having, and the people around me have what they're supposed to be having, and they're comfortable. I chase comfortability before I chase anything.
Are you guys both in relationships or things?
No, I'm not in.
Yeah, I love myself.
No, that's not a pause. Like that is not a pause.
That was a camera. That was a pink fur pause. Hey. We did watch it. We did have a stripper episode that was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not a stripper.
No, but when you stood up, we don't usually have people stand up. That is okay.
Okay.
We're gonna throw sexy red shit on right now.
Sexy.
She was having outside of this
sexy.
She was having outside of this recording.
No, let's keep it a buck. I've always done radio and dance. I actually sat myself down about 2 years ago, and it was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. I am a dancer. I love to dance. But it's hard to dance talking to the mic. I did 181 shows and realized I probably had 2 good shows because I was always getting up dancing. So yeah.
Yeah, we don't want you out the shine.
Yeah.
I know. Sit down and be a lady.
We want to keep you grounded with us.
Man.
Sorry, guys. No sexy.
I got wife and kids at home.
Your wife and kids at home?
Yeah, you know, but they're not kids though.
Grown ups.
Yeah, they my best.
I'm a mother of a 28-year-old.
They my
MILF gang.
broke best friends over there.
Oh, my daughter gets mad when I say her age. Sorry. I'm a mother. I'm a MILF. Shout out to all the MILFs.
And please don't do the mathematics because she said her daughter's 28.
I'm a teen mom that didn't get a show. That's all I
Yo, speaking of teen moms,
the reunion is here.
She always speaks about she was supposed to be on Teen Mom.
I was. And I feel like MTV, you should come back and let me be the one out of all of them. Me and the other girl. What's that girl?
Because they back. It's the reunion is back.
Mm-hmm.
They kids had kids.
They grandparents now.
Really?
No.
I didn't even know some have kids.
The kids are kind of old.
Yeah, but I don't think they have kids because that would be trending right now. If a teen mom has a grandma, none of them are grandmas. They just keep having more kids because they get paid for every kid that they have. No one has more kids than the Kylie girl. That girl, Kaylee, Maury.
The actor mom?
No, she didn't even make it. That's the one that had 8 kids. Kaylee is from the original series of Teen Mom. Her, Amber.
She was the first double wide.
Yeah. Pause.
That was that. High five.
Said she talking about she not with the train.
Follow me on Instagram.
But yeah.
So she was, so you always said that you were supposed to be on that show. If you was on that show, do you think that you would want these people to be in your business at that time?
Yeah.
You was dealing with international. You was in an international relationship, right? The dude is from somewhere else.
What part of life is this one?
Your
my child found no he got locked up abroad. See, I had the best Teen Mom
So
show.
it would have been interesting.
It would have been.
I mean?
It would have showed how I got that call from what they say the embassy. I'm like,
the embassy is calling you.
Embassy, do you receive a collect call? So yeah, I would have had the best Teen Mom experience. I had the best view because I lived in West New York, New Jersey, with the view of the city, so I could have walked and got to talk to myself. Like, this is pre-production days where you don't even have to fake this. This was my life, right? People always would say, what happened now, Khaliah? My life was so interesting, and it still is, that you always think that I'm exaggerating or making it up. No one, and my hairstylist is my witness, Shatish. Shout out to Shatish from the BS.
Shout out to her.
She would always be like, yo, the girl behind you is not like you. She said you was talking too much sugar, honey, iced tea. And I'm like, what? Because I'm sitting there like, oh, what did you do? Oh, yeah, I was on set and I was there and we did this and that. And they're like, yeah, I. And then literally, this is pre Instagram days though. This is me just
MySpace.
Not even MySpace. My hairstylist been doing my hair for like 20 years, and this was me just really out in the grind, like grinding, interning.
Was that the party line time?
That was AOL time. AOL.
Okay.
Skyway pager time.
Yeah,
two-way pager. Like, if you didn't have a two-way pager, you were broke. You know what I'm saying? That showed the level of where
in Brooklyn, we had walkie-talkies during that time.
No, but I had a Nextel, and I really feel like Nextel should come back.
They
or a BlackBerry phone. I would.
Nextel should come back, but don't allow the person to be able to talk through.
Oh, that Bluetooth used to get to it. And I definitely was that girl. Where you at?
Yeah, my son mom.
That's where Boo's mom was. Where you at?
My son mom used to violate because she knew I was with another big. And she's like, "Are you with that bitch right now?"
No, I never did.
I'm like that, and then you can't turn the volume down because you get money. Yeah. So you need this shit to be on. It's like, whoa.
No, but my favorite thing was blue. You be like, that blue was serious. Or when your friends that you really knew would blow you up and be like, I had friends and we used to do Care Bear stares. Just like, Care Bear stare. And people were like, what? I was like, what's that?
That was like called
Care Bears. You didn't watch the Care Bears?
Oh no, Care Bears is official, but I never watched it though.
Oh. I realized now that I'm very into, I was very
Smurfs.
I know what?
The fake Smurfs. Care Bears like the fake Smurfs.
Did you like the snorkel?
It was more female. Snorkel was official.
Yeah, they was alright.
It's like Fraggle Rock?
Fraggle Rock
is the bomb.
But Fraggle Rock, at my time,
that was like Muppet type.
At my time, Fraggle Rock, if you didn't have HBO, you didn't see it. So a lot of like the project people didn't see Fraggle Rock until like 7 years later when they finally got cable into that project. I had to go to like Tracy Towers to watch Fraggle Rock.
I watched Fraggle Rock because
you was a house dude. You live in a house.
No, see, at the time, I lived in the house. That's all we could afford is the house. We couldn't afford nothing in it. So my parents said, "Yeah, we got a house." Back
then, you bought HBO at Big R.
Big R.
You bought HBO, at the back of Big R.
Yeah, we went to our house. You hit that button on the top on the black box, and then you get to see the HBO. So I sat there and watched it.
Nightcap shit.
I am blessed. Thank you, mommy. I've always had cable. Shout out to my mother. Hard working.
Yeah, Fraggle Rock was like big.
Fraggle Rock was everything. Yeah. Down on Fraggle Rock. Down on Fraggle Rock. Oh, shout out to Big Meat.
They bring it back too. They brought it back. It's already back.
Yeah.
Where?
It's on one of the channels. Fraggle Rock is back. I saw the filming of it. That was one of my favorite shows when I was a kid. Yeah, I was still into
I can see you as a Fraggle Rock.
You're funny. Snorkel's my shit too. Snorkel's my shit.
Good.
You know what?
Gummy bears.
No, the Bernstein bear.
No, what? No, it's Bernstein bears. Right? They don't. There's some like big mystery behind that. The Bernstein bears really wasn't the Bernstein. Now, if you look for that, you can't find no Bernstein bears. It's Bernstein bear. They trying to say they wasn't Jewish.
The bears were
Jewish? Nothing anti, but they call it the Mandela effect. And so a lot of stuff in the past that you remember for being what it was, like Jiffy, right? If I'm not mistaken, there's no such thing as Jiffy. It's like another name. I think it's Jif or something like that. It's not Jiffy. Like it's.
So I don't eat peanut butter.
A lot of things they scrubbed off the internet, so now you
yeah.
can't find it no more. And now they made it some new history, and you like, but it was this back then. No, it's some new shit they made up now. So it's called the Mandela effect. You can actually look it up. The Mandela effect. Whoever watches our show, a lot of people watch our show.
Yeah.
Write in the comments, what's the Mandela effect? Also,
Mandela effect.
make sure you subscribe to the channel. We gotta say that all the time. That's what the other shows do.
Yeah.
That's what I always do. Like, comment, share.
Yeah, make sure
Subscribe.
make sure you do that, man. Don't be a ghost rider, aka a ghost follower. Make sure you subscribe to the motherfucking channel. Hit the subscribe button. Yes. So that button.
Mm-hmm.
That part.
So recently Drake was beefing with Kendrick
Not
Lamar.
recently. That has been like the topic. You guys are going crazy with this. Let me hear
Nah,
that.
but we spoke about we went through it real short last week. We didn't.
You want my opinion?
No, so
You said no.
no. What's your opinion? Tell me how you felt about the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef.
I felt.
She is walking in the spot.
I felt that Drake, all you Drake fans are so flip-floppy because you guys were Drake's the greatest, and then when Kendrick Lamar made this song, 99.9% of the Kendrick Lamar fans are Drake fans, and you guys just acted like you were not singing.
They just respect good music,
right? So I want you to stay in that. Like I feel like it was a very good, friendly beef. I don't want nobody to get hurt. He did a good record, but just keep it on wax. Like let's keep it. Are we not?
No, there's more shit. But I'm gonna say this though. I really liked Drake music prior to this. You know this.
Yeah.
You are a Drake fan.
The Drake and Future song is one of the best songs made in the last fucking 5 years.
That one you play on repeat.
That's my shit. You hate it, but I love it. I love it. It's my favorite songs.
I don't hate anything. He's such a strong word.
6 a.m. Drake 6 a.m. Shits. All them shits that he does 6 a.m. is my joints. The chair was just going down by itself. It's a what's going
my booty.
Is there poltergeist in here?
Wait, this raises up. Can we show him to raise up? Because that'd be kind of cool.
Oh, so you want to see how?
Let's lift. Look, I'm elevating. Ooh, I'm elevating. That was cool. Follow this desk on Instagram.
Follow this desk. This desk right here.
This desk right here.
SGBB.
It's back to normal. So yeah. It's a $3,000 desk.
I feel like
$3,000.
We can't even.
I didn't pay $3,000.
Don't tell me about
but
that.
It is a $3,000.
But somebody blessed you with this?
Yeah. Shout out to one of the people who's in the building that gave it to us.
That's fire.
It is, man.
It's a good energy for a good thing.
Like it almost remind me of. Now it's gonna be a pause moment, so I'm gonna leave it alone. But I'm gonna say it always remind me of like a Elton John piano. It's gonna be a pause moment, so I'm gonna leave it alone. But I'm gonna say it always remind me of like a Elton John piano. You know what I mean? But nah.
I don't understand how that's a pause moment.
I did a pre-pause. I did a pre-pause.
Pre-pause. I'm out.
There's rules to this.
It's
like playing
There's no
Monopoly.
such thing as a pre-pause. We're not making that fetch. It's not fetch. Pre-pause.
No, so back to Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
That's like pre-pause.
That song with that video. Yeah.
You just saw it today. So
I know. I like it. I like it.
Oh no, but I was saying though, I like Drake though. Back to it. I like Drake, and Drake got his boot smoked.
Oh,
that's what I want to say. Drake got his boot smoked. I'm not afraid to say that. I always like the Kendrick Lamar too. But
I thought you would like Kendrick more because he's so righteous.
Oh, you're funny.
Ah.
No, the woman be saying that too, man.
The woman.
Yeah, the women be saying that too.
Only
They be trying to get all Erica, Jill Scott, poetry around me. And there'll be a 3 or 4 around my man. You know,
when they around you, they wrap their head up.
They come with 3, 4. When they around my man, they act like they from Starlets. I'm like, yo, that's the same chick. Yeah, she is bi. Yeah. She is bi personality.
Who, me?
No, the woman.
That was a better way to say it to me. You should have described me as bi personality.
Wow.
Instead of rat.
Nah, you're not bi personality. Bi personality means you are 304 and you're a cool church going girl, pro black.
Oh no.
On the other side.
No, that's not me. So I'll just
you're not bi personality.
I'll just stay with my hearts.
Yeah, you're funny. You're funny. So I think Drake got his boots smoked. Yeah. I think Kendrick came up crazy.
So do you think Drake could come back and kill it? You think he could do a diss track and come back from this? Or should it just be, you got smoke, follow him on Instagram, and rest in peace, and let it go to the next song?
I think if he follows up with some good music, like some music.
Like not a diss record.
Not no diss record.
There's a song that has the criminals, but they're not really directed to
some
him.
real music to be like, all right, let's get back to the music.
I think they're gonna get him as a colonizer.
Oh,
they're gonna be like, you're not a collie, you a fucking colonizer.
Wow.
I don't believe that.
And then I think what make it worse though is like, you know, the video has like all of LA behind him, like people that he thought was friends. Like
some people didn't go in the game didn't go, and we could segue into games crazy. So
I'm gonna tell
on the Auntie podcast, acting a whole
another zoo show. We speaking
Zeus,
about.
Can I get a show?
Give her a show, please, Zeus.
Yeah, because
I can see you on Zeus. I actually see that. That could be like a hit show. That could be a hit show. That could be. It won't be fights. It just be like
all the tea.
People
come knocking up.
Let me tell you something.
I can see you be like the modern day Wendy Williams.
Thank you, Wendy. We love you.
We love you, Wendy.
I can see you being like the modern, and I feel so bad at what's happened to her right now.
I'm about to cry.
Very sad to be where she's at now. I watched like a little piece of it. It was that shit really crazy though.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's
dementia.
But that goes also to be careful who you get in bed with. That is the title of a book of mine.
You think they did something to her?
I think life did something to Wendy, which is called, you can't, and I'm never going to say karma because that's not even the word to use. It's called, when you are a public figure, because it almost happened to Mary J. Blige, but she just, I think, had, and I'm not even gonna say she had a better hold, because we don't know what happened to her behind closed doors. When you have a man that controls, that's why the women, you have to be careful who you allow to lead you.
Men and women. That goes for
men and women, the same thing.